Okay, usually by now it's streaming and I have to sort of blab a little to sound like, okay, right on. Okay, so let's get rid of that. It's 7 o'clock and wow, we have people from Nova Scotia, from Grit City, Washington, from Iran, a couple people from Iran, Georgia, Massachusetts, New York. Okay, I'm gonna okay, at this point, oh Heather, do me one favor. I'm gonna do it too.
Yeah.
Raise your Zoom hand. It's usually under reactions, but it could be in another place. And when oh shoot, where is it? How do I I can't even find it. I do this every week. Oh, for me it's under the three dots that says more. Um and
Um,
and then
yes.
the next thing is if you can help it, don't once you find it, um
Raise hand.
that did it. Cool. So if you can help it, don't let Zoom automatically lower it because it's going to probably send you a message saying, "Hey, you're not really talking. Why don't we lower your hand?" And you got to say, "No, don't." Anyway, it's not a big deal, but that's what'll happen. But it's ideal. It's nice if we keep it up. Okay, what am I doing? Oh, I'm gonna start recording and then share screen. Right. I'm gonna share my screen. We're going to scroll all the way to the top and say, welcome, everybody. Um, it is Friday Night Comics. Wherever you are, it's Friday night where we are, and maybe it's Saturday morning or late Friday afternoon or something like that. But we call it Friday Night Comics. We believe in comics. Thanks for being here. You're at Sequential Artists Workshop. We're a nonprofit comic school. You can find out courses and other things that we're up to at learn.sawcomics.org. We've got some spring courses coming up, for instance. Well, Tommy Parrish's course started last week, but you could jump on. So did Yanni Cooper's class. So did Justine's. Actually, all those are a couple days old. And then the next thing we have coming up in July is Kara Gormley. Next week in this spot, we have Dana Jerry Mayer, and she's going to be talking about your comfort zone. But more importantly, we have the graphic novel intensive coming up June 1st. And if this is the time for you to make your big project, um, that's the place to do it. We'll put the URL in the chat or something, but we get lots of people with great results there, and we're happy to tell you about it. It's 6 months. It goes from June to November, and you can definitely get a lot of your book finished in that time. Also, listen to The Terrible Anvil. There's only 3 episodes left. It's me and Jess Rolifson gabbing about how to not feel bad while you're making your comics, and it's surprisingly taken us 20 hours to talk about that topic. All right. Anyway, 2 weeks ago it was how to develop your own style. Anyway, Saw survives from tuitions and donations. And I want to thank everybody who donated to tonight's workshop. It helps keep these free. It helps us pay Heather and the other instructors. Um, and any way you donate really, really helps a lot. So I want to thank you. And I'll put that in the chat where some of the spots you can continue to donate. You can become a sustaining member. That helps a lot too. So, okay, yay, no inappropriate speech or imagery, no trolling or hate speech. Keep it PG-13, we say when you're sharing. And share tonight on any platform, hashtag Friday Night Comics. You can at us at Comics Workshop, and I'll put Heather's in the chat, but I think it's Heather of Love. And you can also come to members.sawcomics.org and find us there and share there. You can also go to Seesaw Comics and find some of the things we've been doing, like weekly PDFs of these workshops. Like if you upload by Sunday, I'll put that in the chat too. You can find the PDFs that we've been making. So we'll make something from Heather's workshop tonight too. Anyway, enjoy. Thank you. Yay. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. I love these drawings so much, Heather, and I love celebrities. Well, I love my celebrity crush anyway. I don't love all celebrities, but there's one in particular I love. Let's,
So excited to hear.
well, all right, I'm gonna stop sharing. Let's see. All right, so cool. I'm gonna stop blabbing. Heather, I'm gonna spotlight you, so watch out because you're gonna get really big all of a sudden. There you go.
Ah,
And and yeah, welcome. I'm here and I'm so glad you're here again. Thanks so much. And I'll be in the chat sort of summarizing what you do and you just shout if you need help.
awesome.
All right.
Thank you, Tom.
Yeah, thank you.
Well, I'm super excited to be back. I love Saw. The last workshop I did for reality TV was amazing, and I had so much fun. And people made the best comics, and it was really, really exciting to see everything. Um, so my topic this week is celebrity crushes, which I think we can all relate to. Um, I am obsessed with celebrities. I kind of always have been. I have kind of a funny taste over the years. And I just I enjoy um creating worlds where these people are in love with me and obsessed with me, and it's uh it's just what I do in my free time, I guess. It's when I pitched this to Tom, I uh did a little research on myself, like, oh, what comics have I done about celebrity crushes, or what's relevant to this topic? And it's literally everything I've ever done, I realize. Um every comic I've done is about this. Um this is how this is I turn my fantasies into reality on paper, and we're all gonna do that tonight. So, I did make a funny PowerPoint, and I'm not sure how to share it.
It should be easy. There should be a share screen button on your, if you're on your desktop, that should be easy.
Oh,
If
okay,
you're
cool.
on your iPad, I can help you, but
Yeah, let's go. Sorry, this should all be set up. So I made a really cringy um PowerPoint of all my celebrity crushes, and I'm not ashamed. Okay, wait. Okay. I have it up, and I'm gonna share screen. Oh wait, here. Share.
all right, here we are.
Slideshow. Is that up?
Yeah.
Okay. So one of my and I want to share this dumb slideshow, and while I'm sharing my crushes in these creepy little images I've created, think about your crushes. Think about who you want to make a comic about. You can start sketching them, looking at reference pictures. Um, I'm just going to go through mine real quick. Just from Gilmore Girls. Uh, Seth Green was a big one. Uh, and I am 5'10", and I've always been really tall. So he is, I think, 5'5", and I had a huge crush on him in like fourth or fifth grade, and I was taller than him at that point, but like totally obsessed with him. Spike from Buffy the Vampire Slayer, that's a big one. Uh, Breckin Meyer, little 90s crush. Um, Jay Hernandez from Crazy Beautiful, uh, great movie. Kirsten Dunst, great performance. Patrick Swayze, obviously, come on. Harvey Keitel, one of my serious crushes. I love him. Great actor. You'll see there's a pattern here coming up. Robert De Niro, young De Niro. I was always attracted to him in Taxi Driver, which is bad, not good for me.
Bad news.
Um, Not a good thing. Uh, Al Pacino, young Pacino is one of the really huge for me. Um, Oscar Isaac, that's a new one. That's a new one. Also a short guy, handsome man. Jalen Brunson, go Knicks. We're doing great in the series.
All guy.
New York, we're in it. It's great. And he's our guy. Um, and this is the big one right now is Barry Keoghan. He's Irish, and he plays psychos in movies. Like Saltburn, he plays a real psycho, and I just fell in love with him. And he's a great actor, great crush. Um, and keep sketching your crushes. I think the next thing I was thinking we could do, draw your crushes and uh take a couple minutes, draw yourself also. So just be sketching yourself, little auto bio pictures, whatever. Um, draw your crush, draw yourself, and we're gonna merge them, and they're gonna be staring at you. And maybe it's creepy, maybe you're creeped out by them in this world, and like that's how you like have power over them. And we'll see how it goes. That's kind of how my comics always end up being. But anyway, moving on. This is a big one. So Michael Imperioli, and this is why I wanted to do this as a class. I was in love with Michael Imperioli. I really fell for him over COVID. I watched All Sopranos, and I reached out to him on Instagram and sent him my comics, where he was in love with me, and he liked them. I was able to actually talk to him. It was
What?
during COVID, so I think it was like like a a pass for celebrities. Like it was like easier to get in touch with people because everybody was stuck inside. Um, and like he liked my comics. He wanted me to send him more, and so I ended up like making writing a comic, which is our lovely host Tom's background, Putana cartoonist, where he's in love with me and just totally like embarrassingly obsessed with me. And I sent this comic to Michael Imperioli, and he loved it. He didn't respond for 3 days, which are very long days for me. But
Three,
anyway,
3 days for a
what?
3 days for a celebrity. That's fast.
I know. It felt well, sometimes his email style was interesting because sometimes he would write back to me in minutes. And
What?
sometimes, yeah, because he was bored. He was just like bored. And sometimes it would be days. And I was like, oh man, maybe he hates me. Maybe he hates this. And I'm like, I've ruined my reputation with Michael Imperioli. He liked it. He sent it to David Chase, creator of Sopranos. Um, so he might have read it. But anyway, I got him to record for he recorded like he did voice acting for my comic,
What?
in which he is in love with me. And it's on YouTube. Um, we can talk about that later. But uh, I could go on about this forever. But basically, this is why I want to do this because you too can contact your celebrity crush and you too can get a response and you can do this. We can all like actually talk to our celebrity crushes. They might I suggest picking like lesser celebrities also like the bigger they are, obviously the harder it is to get in touch with them. But anyway, um we've sketched ourselves, we've sketched our celebrities. I should probably switch my iPad to uh Procreate, Tom.
Sure, if you like. That should be easy. Oh wait, so is there a second Heather in here somewhere? If so, I will
Yes. So
make
I'm
note.
gonna pause my share because I don't
Okay. And meanwhile,
uh
this is a good time to mention because I was just mostly watching and listening, so I haven't done a lot of sketching. So if you um if if viewers want to start sketching their crush, that's a good time. I don't see the other. Oh, there's the other Heather. I'm making that Heather also a co-host. So now you should be able to share on your iPad as well.
Okay.
This is just so exciting. I mean, I can't trying to think of who aside from Gillian Anderson, who my crush.
Yes. Yes, Tom. That's a good one.
That's the only, I mean, yeah.
Okay, here we go. She's X-Files, right?
Yeah, 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 yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
of course.
Oh yeah, and Theo is giving me that.
Yeah, are people writing their
Oh yeah,
crushes
let's
in
do it. Oh,
the
AOC,
chat?
nice. AOC in the
Oh, I
chat.
like that.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
So I'll write in the chat. Put your crushes in the chat. Let's do
Franca
it.
Potente, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know who that is too.
Rachel
Oh,
Weisz. Ooh, Run Lola Run. Okay.
oh yeah, Run Lola
Oh my
Run.
gosh.
Good movie.
So exciting. Dan Keaton. Yeah, I like that.
Oh,
Um,
oh, William
okay.
Dafoe. Yeah.
And Willem Dafoe, that's a good one.
Yeah. John Travolta from Saturday Night Fever, but only from Saturday.
Yes. John Travolta, 80s Travolta is so hot. I'm sorry. Like that is that's a good Travolta. Okay. Mm. So you're drawing your crush, you're drawing yourself. Um, think about meet cute possibilities. Some things that I wrote down, uh, maybe you're their barista and they um got your number. Maybe you're uh you reach for the same avocado in the grocery store. You are jogging by them and they just like stop and stare like a creep at you. Um or you just walk down the street and they stare at you and they just don't stop staring and you're like, Barry Keoghan, why are you staring at me like that? What's happening? Okay.
So I wrote barista event, avocado meat, walking down street. I'm just trying to keep up. Um, it's funny, I
I
never
know
heard
I'm going.
meet cute before about 6 months ago, I think, and now I hear it all the time. Never heard it before.
I had a similar thing a couple like years ago maybe, and I just had never I didn't know that that was a term,
Hmm.
but I love it.
Libby D says,
Okay.
hockey players in general, don't judge me.
Oh, I like that.
Right. How am I going to draw? How do you draw like someone you love so much, like Gillian Anderson? You just can't.
It's hard because they're not going to look as
No,
perfect as you believe them to be.
I think we just, oh yeah. Sometimes it's about the outfit though. It's like when you put that FBI badge on, it's Gillian Anderson.
Do you have any ideas, Tom, for what
Oh,
your meet cute with Gillian Anderson would be? Would you be like a UFO person and she came to talk to you?
no, I like the avocado idea. Uh,
Okay.
uh,
Yeah, so currently just sketching out Barry Keoghan. Uh he's very fun to draw because he's just crazy looking. Um just so interesting looking. Um but okay. And then me.
oh yeah, look at didn't realize you were drawing. Who was the Irish actor you mentioned earlier on? Because I think he got mentioned in my household this afternoon.
Oh, really? Barry Keoghan.
Yeah, it was him. That's so funny. Yeah, must be a real
He's
popular.
up and coming for sure.
When I mentioned this workshop, his name was instantaneously mentioned.
I don't know. Okay. So
Oh, and then you forget about pop stars. Like, I didn't even think about books or something, you know?
yeah, there's so many people. We're oversaturated with crushes at this point, so it's like, who do you even pick? Um,
Oversaturated brushes.
okay, here we go. I'm gonna start. I'm gonna do a panel. Um,
Okay, wait, slow us down. So are you recommending we dig in
I'm
to a
sorry.
four-panel comic that has our crush in love with us?
I'm sorry, Tom. I just really went off the rails there. Um, maybe yeah. So we're brainstorming. So maybe we can just spend a couple minutes like drawing a setting, like if we're at a grocery store and it's the avocados.
Okay, so we'll call this stage two brainstorming and sketching.
Yes.
Oh, put down that avocado.
Um, okay. Uh, I don't want to just leave it silent while I'm drawing, but it is
It's all right.
hard to do both.
So you're just sketching that, you're just brainstorming that moment when you guys meet in the avocado
Yeah, maybe our hands kind of touch
aisle.
and then okay, wait. I don't want him to he's just looking for an avocado. He's not looking at me. He doesn't really care at this point. He's like avocado and but then he sees me, he touches my hand and he goes, "Whoa." And how do you show that? Hearts. Hearts in the eyes.
Somebody mentions a fender bender as a good meet cute, or
Oh,
or road rage, and then they roll down their window. Um,
I like that. Yeah, what else? What other meet cutes are there? Um, oh, let
thousand,
me go to
from
I'm
the
using my uh what's it called? Halftone Hospital uh brush brushes here. They're amazing. They're all made by Victoria Douglas and like incredible. Incredible stuff. All open source, like just pay what you want and doing good work.
all
Victoria's
right,
awesome.
all right. Maybe you meet on Zoom. What if you met somebody in a Procreate class or something? Just, somehow Willem Dafoe is in your Procreate class or something.
I would love that. And someone just said they met a celebrity in an elevator.
Oh, that's cool.
That's so cool. That's what I want.
I was in an elevator with Margaret Atwood once.
Really?
Yeah, she's she's just too regal to say anything to, though.
Yeah, did you ask her like
No, I mean, it was a bookstore. It was a book conference, and just let her be.
yeah. No, that's good.
Judith lived in LA and there were celebrities everywhere all the time. It's true.
Yeah.
I worked near Rick Ocasek of the Cars. I saw him all the time in New York City.
Oh wow.
Tall guy.
Who did I see? I saw Jesse Eisenberg in the city once. That was a good one. My mom saw Harry Grant in an elevator.
Cary Grant in an elevator?
Yeah,
Whoa.
when she worked in advertising in New York City back in the day.
Gosh.
And I mean that's pretty cool. Okay, so I'm running. I think the problem, the not the problem, but the challenge here is actually drawing a celebrity and making it look like them. That's kind of tough for me, but
Yeah.
we'll get it.
We got some interesting things here. So somebody says, Alice says Thurman walked by her and called her ugly. I can't believe that. You got to
What?
explain in the chat, Alice, please. And also, Libby saw uh Bruce Springsteen's drummer Max Weinberg. Is that who Max Weinberg is? Or is that somebody else?
Oh
Uh,
wow.
anyway, getting some good in things in the chat.
Good intel. Cary Grant, definitely a celebrity crush for me too. Yeah.
Oh, all right. So if we are going to move to a four-panel comic, which it looks like you're about to do, what do you recommend?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think we should all start with our first panel and maybe it's like a setting like you're outside of a grocery store. I'm stuck on the grocery store, I guess. And then you go inside and
All right. So
there's Barry Keoghan.
are we thinking about an ending in mind, or is it like off to the races, happily ever after, or what do you think? Or just do one panel at a time and let it go.
I think, yeah, maybe we should just not do one panel at a time, but like just go for it, go for what feels right. But um for an ending, for me, it's always like they're obsessed with me and they've actually started to creep me out. So that's like my punchline where I'm like, ugh, like I wanted this so badly, but now I don't. Like you
Okay,
want this too much.
if you need an ending, by in panel four, they are too into you and creeping you out. Oh my God. I can't possibly do that to Jillian, but I'll try. All right. Um, great. So I think 5 minutes per panel is about right, or maybe even four. What do you think?
Yeah, perfect.
Okay, let's do four and see if people come up with something.
Oh boy. Pressure's on. Okay. Sweet.
All right.
I remember watching Sabrina the Teenage Witch in my youth, and there's one character who she was like going to the grocery store and she was like all dressed up, and Sabrina or somebody was like, "Why are you getting dressed up? You're just going to the grocery store." And she said, "You never know who you're gonna see at the grocery store." So that's kind of where I'm going with this comic. You don't know.
Yeah.
I live in upstate New York. Maybe a celebrity is here for some reason. Probably
Sure.
not.
They've all moved to Hudson. Where are you?
I'm in the Adirondacks,
Oh yeah, where?
in Saranac Lake.
Oh, I don't know where that is. What
Yeah,
else
so
is
it's like close to the Canadian border, like 2 hours away.
are you near Lake George?
I'm above Lake George by like uh 2 hours. I'm 2 hours from Lake George,
Gosh, okay.
but I love Lake George. I went there a couple summers ago, and it was really nice. Good thrift stores.
Oh yeah. All I remember is miniature golf.
Oh yeah, I went there. I went there. That was fun. Okay, so here we go. I am walking into the grocery store with my reusable bag, dressed to the nines.
Somebody mentioned Viggo Mortensen, which I think is very, very broadly crushed.
Big one for me. I used to have a stand-up Aragorn, like life size.
Uh,
But it would because I was in love with him, and it freaked me out a lot. Like it was in my room, and I would see a shadow in my corner of my room at night, and it was Vigo. Okay, grocery store. Clouds, pictures of apples and corn, I guess. There we go. Was that 5 minutes?
yep. About
Okay,
four.
cool.
Yeah, 4.5, something like that.
All
Candy.
right, we've established the setting.
Okay, 4 more minutes. Candy wants your life-size Vigo cut out, I think.
You could I wish I still had it. I don't know if I'd be able to part with it if I did still have it. It was so weird. I don't even know where I got it, but it was it was around. My brother used to prank me with it too. Like I'd come out of a room and it would be like standing in front of the door, and it was a lot of fun. Okay, so let's go. I'm looking for avocados.
All right, so we're on panel two. I'm going to tell everybody, even though I think it's pretty obvious.
Hmm. Avocados.
I don't know how to make my celebrity crush in love with me. I'm so like all I can do is play it realistically, where I would just be, boy, I got to figure this out somehow.
Well,
Just gonna come on strong.
you really have to come on strong, or they have to come on strong.
I don't, I don't think, I don't think Gillian
She
Anderson.
would come on so strong, Tom. She would be like, "Oh my God, are you Tom Hart from Saw? Tom Hart? The cartoonist?
All right, I'm gonna make her trying to think about how she can turn avocados into comics.
And then maybe no. Hmm. I think I want to have him like lurking far back. Or maybe he's just a shadow. Got to make him buffer than that. That's not going to work. There we go.
I think it's been about
Um,
4 minute or 4.5 minute mark too.
okay, perfect. Okay, we're on. Okay, what are we doing here? How are we going to do this?
Mm, I don't know.
I'm really excited to see what everyone does. It's going to be so fun. Okay, maybe. Nope. I think it's tough to to just have this in lines. I love adding color. Color always like makes the little shapes that I've drawn like actually look like the thing I want it to be. So once I color this in, I think these will be avocados. You will be so sure that these are avocados. Maybe. Hmm.
Wait, we're on panel three, right? Yeah, totally on panel three.
Yeah. Oh, that's what I'm saying. Like, what's going on? Um, and then I guess somehow get the grocery store in the background. Um, hmm. More shapes. And are we getting near the mark there? Probably.
No.
People in the background. Okay, I know what my punchline is going to be.
All right. Just let
Are
it.
we all
We're on the last panel.
last panel, baby?
I'm not on my last panel yet. I also don't know the punchline, but I'm sort of getting there.
Hmm. I'm trying to find a really good reference picture of Barry Keoghan, but he looks like he doesn't have like a really a large range of facial expressions. He plays like a psychopath, like with no expression for the most part. Um, so I'm this is tough, but we're gonna find one where he's okay. That's good. Um, okay, let's do. Hmm. He's hard. He's hard to draw. We're gonna get it.
I'm breaking the 180-degree rule. I'm turning Jillian around here in this panel.
You gotta break rules. He wears a lot of suits with no shirt underneath, so that's definitely coming into play. Big muscles. Looks like boobs. That's not what I'm trying to do. Musculature. Um, hmm. Yeah, might have needed another panel, but that's all good. We'll figure this out. I'm saying, who is this guy?
Yeah, I mean, once you get your celebrity crush obsessed with you, you could just keep making panels. Like,
Exactly.
yeah. Uh,
Yeah, I think um this is just the beginning of the story. I think for probably all these comics, like this is just a foundation for like a much larger story. So I'm just gonna start adding color because
oh, all right. Oh, look at the color. Wow, look at that.
you can tell it's a sky. You could tell, that that's drool, bitter. That's what it's all about.
Should we start to see if people are ready to
Yes,
show some comics? I'm
I'm so
sure
excited.
will start to raise their hand. Um,
What have you done to your crush?
all right, yeah, we definitely got some hands up. So, um, I want to see you still color, but I also want to take some of these. But
Yeah,
so maybe at the end, maybe if you keep coloring, we'll take another look and just say what you colored. But also, let's just take a look at what some of the other people have. Let's see, we have Gail, Nilafar, Emily, and some other people. So what I'll do is I'll ask them to unmute and then I'll spotlight them. I think I might have to kick your sharing off. Let me see if I can do that.
yeah. Should I get my sharing off?
Um, yeah, there we go.
Stop
Okay.
share? Yeah.
Yeah. Wait, no, it hasn't stopped. Oh, there we go. Great. Okay. So we'll go to Gail and then Nilafar and then Emily and then let me. Yeah, we got a bunch lined up. Awesome. All right. Let's hear some stories.
Okay, hello. This was fun. It took me a while to think of somebody to do my comic about because I feel like every male celebrity crush I've ever had a crush on has turned out to be a jerk. But then heard I thought of Robert Sean Leonard. So I don't know if people will know who that is. But that's Robert Sean Leonard. He was in probably most famously House and Dead Poet
Oh,
Society when he was uh, a very young man. So I
nice.
made no attempt to make it look like him, except that he has some floppy hair. Okay, so and I also didn't really create a setting because it doesn't matter where it's set. So in this one, oh my God, you're Robert Sean Leonard. Hi. I've loved so much of your work, but one of my favorites is very obscure. Tell me. I listened to the audiobook of The Great Gatsby, and you read one of the extras at the end, a letter from Fitzgerald to his editor. It was amazing. And in my fantasy, because I know of such an obscure thing that he did, he's instantly in love with me. So there you go.
That's
Thanks.
hilarious.
This
Oh,
was
it's
a
so
lot of
good.
fun.
Yeah, when you know the deep cuts, that's what gets them. Oh, you know my best work. Okay, we'll go to Nilofar next, then Emily, then Gabriel. So Nilofar, let's see if they're ready. Here we go.
Hi.
Hi.
Okay, so I have a vast number of celebrity crushes, but I choose this woman, Kate Blanchett.
Oh,
Uh,
Nice.
and can I have a permission to share my screen?
oh, sure, Nilüfer. Hang on. Let me change that setting. There you go.
Okay, I will be here. Three, two, one, and go. Okay. So it's one of the panels are just in another page. It's obviously in the bar and the bartender. And I first when I was making the drink, I didn't realize who's the person who's ordering it. And then I make an eye contact, and she was like, "Me too." That, and I was like, then she will stand up and say, "Want to join me for dinner, sweetie?" And I will be like, "Sure." And that's it.
Look at those cheekbones. You got Kate Blanchett's cheekbones in there for sure.
Yeah, the face, your face, like sure.
She's not that hard to draw, but it's so stressful to draw it.
Awesome, Nilüfer. Thank you.
Love it.
What Emily next, and then Gabriel.
Okay, I would also like to screen share.
Okay. I'm gonna
Also, thank
take.
you, Heather, for making us be cringy and authentic. And, I needed an exercise like this because I take things too seriously. So this is me and Doja Cat. I'm not
Yes.
talking about controversial Doja Cat. I'm talking about like the Doja Cat that we all fantasize about knowing and loving.
Oh my God.
So I'm at the farm. This is real. I have worked with cows. I didn't wear overalls and carry around a bucket, but okay. So time to check the cows. What's that? Go moo! Go moo! If you're familiar, this is, and I say, "Who are you?" "Bitch, I'm a cow." "Oh, come on. I'm sure you're so much more than that." Blush. Blush. Okay. Oh my God. Thank you guys.
That was so good.
That's
Oh
what
my gosh. Her
I
on
think.
the cow is a wonderful image.
I don't know that music, but clearly that's a song, and people are mentioning it in the chat, so I'll Google it afterwards. Thanks, Emily. Okay, Gabriel next.
Emily, first of all, that was really cute. I love the designs of both of you, very appealing. And that is one of my favorite songs ever. It's on a playlist that I listen to like probably once a week. So thank you so much for referencing that. Okay, so the celebrity crush I chose was Billy Joe Armstrong from Green Day.
Yes.
See, I have some competition.
Such a good one.
Thank you. So here I have it as let's see. So starts with me playing guitar. I'm playing the chorus for Longview. So I'm saying, bite my lip and close my eyes. And I hear someone behind me go, "Hey, I wrote that one." And I turn and it's Billy Joel just casually leaning on the amplifier that I'm playing through at this guitar center that we both just happened to be at. And he comes up behind me and puts his hands where my hands are on the guitar. "Here, let me show you the proper chord changes." And I just go, okay. and and that's it.
That last panel is perfect.
Oh, thank you. I'm very proud of this one. Yeah.
Awesome, Gabriel. Thank Thanks so much. And like all of these, you could just keep going, right? Anyway, we'll
Yeah,
go to
right.
Hey y'all, Gabriel, that was incredible. We were both inspired by the guy teaching a girl to play pool move from behind. I was like, that's it. And thanks for doing this, Heather. I agree that we're oversaturated with crushes. So I did sort of the internet's favorite crush right now, Dev Patel. We are both sort of at a mini golf park, and a ball sort of travels over and hits me. Oh, ouch. Huh? Is that award-winning actor and filmmaker Dev Patel? And he says, "Oi, so sorry about that. I'm so humble and clumsy. Can you show me any pointers?" And then I get to show him some golf pointers. I love it. Thanks, y'all.
fantastic.
Thank you.
Oh my gosh. Thanks so much.
That was
Okay.
so funny.
Callan is ready. We'll go to Callan. Otherwise, we'll go to Nancy. Well, let's see. Here we go. Wait, can we hear? Wait, we can't hear you. I don't know why. You're unmuted. This happens.
Okay, can you hear me now?
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So I also had a lot of celebrity crushes, and then someone said Viggo Mortensen, and since he lives in Idaho, near where I grew up, I was like, that's the most realistic one. So it's really poorly drawn right now, but I basically had myself taking my siblings to the beach at Sandpoint, Idaho. And it says, we're here. Is that Viggo Mortensen? And he's reading Lao Tzu, which is on his I'm ashamed I haven't researched Viggo Mortensen's favorite books. He also writes poetry. And so then there's me saying, "Oh, I love Lao Tzu," and then Viggo Mortensen quoting, "If you want to be reborn," I finished the quote, "Let yourself die." He gets hard eyes, and then there's another quote from Lao Tzu that says, "The master gives himself up to whatever the moment brings," and then there's me saying, "Oh, Viggo, not in front of the children." So, yeah, it was great to indulge the super cringe nerdy side of myself with philosophy and Viggo Mortensen.
Oh
Thank
gosh.
you.
I love finishing the quote for the celebrity is a great move too.
That's so good.
Thanks so much, Callan. That was awesome. Oh, we'll go to Nancy. Okay, here we go.
See, unmute myself. Okay. So I'm very high tech this time. I can show this to you like this, and I have the script on my phone so I can read it. Isn't that impressive? So, oops, there it went away. So hopefully you can see this. I'll just show you the first part here. And it says, my first celebrity crush was Davy Jones of the Monkees. Some of you might not have ever heard of him, whatever. So I wrote, the unspoken rule of one's first celebrity crush is that he's the least masculine in the group, and you and your best friend have the same crush. So there they are on TV, and they're singing, "Hey, hey, we're the Monkees." Okay, finish the song. Don't monkey around. Anyway, then there's my friend and I saying, "Oh, Davy, oh, Davy." And then Davy Jones is dead, and I'm getting old. So there's basically one place for us to meet. And there they are at the pearly gates. St. Peter says, "Tell me, child, what have you done to enter paradise?" I go, And then Davy Jones is there, and he's fallen in love with me. And he says, "Who is this angel?" Then, I know there's some cat freaks here, dog freaks who know about the Rainbow Bridge. So I said, Davy had finally fallen in love with me, but alas, my heart belonged to another. And you know where animals go is the Rainbow Bridge. So there's Archie. I go, "Archie!" And Archie goes, "Bow." And then, as a consolation prize, Davy graciously attended the wedding. And then he's singing that song they sang at the very beginning of the show where he's walking on the beach and he goes, "I wanna be free. Don't say you love me. Say you like me." And that's all I have.
That's all. Wasn't
I
that
love
bad?
the twist. That was so great.
Oh my gosh. Great. Okay, we have Mandy. Here we go. Amazing, amazing stories.
Hi.
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 Um, okay. Celebrity crush that I choose it's Rose from Blackpink. That and mm, do you see it?
A little dark. Nice drawing. Looks
Wow.
like
Yeah.
Yeah. Here I taking the garbage and I saw a rose, and then yeah, she asked me for help, and yeah. So that
Those are beautiful drawings. You did those just now?
yeah. Thanks.
Wow.
yeah, really lovely. Thanks, Mandy.
Thank
Um,
you.
okay, we are going to go to Edgar next. What are we going to see from Edgar? I wonder. Let's find out.
Well, I'll tell you, as I've known many of the world's most beautiful women, there'll be no surprise at this one. Taylor Swift and me in concert. I obtained an inexpensive ticket to see Taylor Swift. There she is on stage with her dancers singing, and there's the big monitor with the close up. And here are just a few of the 20,000 seats. Now, also, you can see the main stage. There's a second stage, and then she will go to a third stage. This is at FedEx Field in 2018. There's Edgar in a seat, surrounded by 15-year-old girls and their mothers singing along to her songs. I'm impressed with her ability to sing and dance and electrify the audience. And yet, as she moves from stage to stage, I see her walking and greeting her fans. Then at the second stage, she creates an intimate moment with 20,000 fans. It was truly unbelievable. I imagine that she will see me in the audience and psychically know my voice, and hers will blend harmoniously. She will call me to the stage to sing Vincent in a duet. Starry, starry night, paint your palette blue and gray. Then, realizing that she has fallen hopelessly in love with me, and can you still see me?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, I can't see me, but that's okay. Uh, she has fallen in love hopelessly, and she announces to her fans, Edgar and I must leave to go on our honeymoon. Oh, there we go. I'm back. Well, I'm coming and going. Of course, that didn't happen, but on the subway ride home, a teenage girl notices me and wonderingly and asked, Did you go to the Taylor Swift concert? Why, yes, I did. And all these surrounding girls are saying, Wow, wow. I became an instant hero on the ride back, an old man who likes Taylor Swift. The end. So that's my Taylor Swift story.
Oh my gosh,
I
Edgar.
love it. I
Thank
love
you.
the art and the thought and the oh my gosh.
Yeah, I was
It's a
I
beautiful love
truly
story.
well it could have been, but she didn't call me on stage, alas. But she is tremendously talented. I was terribly impressed.
It's a great reminder for everybody to please post these on social media or put them in our upload Dropbox. I just put the link in the chat. Edgar, thanks so much. Thank
You
you.
bet I will, and maybe she'll see it and then contact me. I
Right.
can only hope.
That's how it works, Edgar. That's how it works.
Thank
All
you.
right,
Thank you.
Aram and then Judith. Here we go.
Hi, hello. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Thanks for this workshop. It was really fun. It really brought back a lot of my memories back in when I was a teenager. And so I made this little comic. So this is like little Aram walking into a stop sign and like hitting face palm into it, and a very, very sexy hand showing up, and like, "Are you okay, miss?" And I was like, "Yeah, I was looking at my phone and I wasn't like paying attention." And then I look up, and it's Matt Mikkelsen. Is that you? I blur his eyes because he has a very unique eyes, and I just can't draw them. And I hope I can show this. Sorry if this looks really bad. And like the story ends with sorry. The story ends with me in a hospital, and the doctor is going, "Unfortunately, she hit her face so bad on the stop sign that she's in a coma now and we can't save her." But it's me dreaming about Matt Mikkelsen and me just having fun in my imaginary world.
Yeah, that's definitely what tonight is all about. Thank you, Ram.
It could happen.
Thank you.
Okay, we'll go to Judith.
I mean,
So good.
Judith, are you there? Can you unmute?
Hi. Okay. I always get upset because it's so sloppy, it's like a quick sketch and I feel like it's a big mess. But anyway, so here we go. So when I was 11 or 12, Elvis was the big deal. And I was so in love with Elvis that I was going to walk to Tupelo, Mississippi from New Jersey. And my fantasy was that I'd get there and he would be like a big brother to me because I was a little young, so I wasn't ready for an erotic crush. I thought like I had the fantasies that he'd be like my brother, right? And then when I was older and a teenager, I listened to jazz on the radio at night. It was in the dark. And I listened to Miles Davis and, Cannonball Adderley and all this jazz stuff. And nobody I knew liked jazz. And I didn't even know kind of what it was, but I just liked listening to it. And then once, because I was hitchhiking, this is later on in my I was older, and I was hitchhiking and I got a ride from Leon Russell, who was I was a big fan of Leon Russell. And we had this long, long ride. I was going from Oregon down to San Francisco. And then when I was at Woodstock, he was performing and I was like freaking out, but I couldn't get close enough. So that's like way over in the, far away, a mile away. And I was yelling, remember me, remember me. And anyway, and now it's like I make my own music. I drum and I play the harmonica and I love music. I think music is even more than art, which is my first love, of course. I think music is the most emotional thing for people. And so I make my own music and then I don't have to worry about meeting famous people. So there you go. That's all.
Amazing. Wow. Leon
I love
Russell.
the drawings.
Well, it's funny when they get sloppy like that, but I know what I meant anyway. So,
Sometimes the sloppy stuff is
well, I'll redo
the
it.
best.
Yeah.
All right. Heather, I might as well show mine. So,
Yay.
as we have some time, let me change my background and spotlight myself here. Oh, there we go. So I did, let's see. And let's see, panel one. All right. So it says, it's Agent Scully Gillian Anderson at my IGA. And then she says, say, how would you make a comic out of these avocados? And I say, oh, great question. Well, each peel can be a panel. And then she's starting to get a little spacey. She says, yeah, and we could smash the pulp onto each one, and they would evoke almost a cosmic narrative. And then she says, and the whole world will be infused with an avocado consciousness. And I say, yeah, I got to go buy some cauliflower. And I go, oh, well. So she's kind of turning into like a Mulder-like character, and then she's just getting all spacey and weird. Anyway, this is super fun.
And you're the Sully.
Yeah, right. I'm the foil in that case. I'm gonna replace the spotlight. Oh my gosh, this was so fun. There were so many giggles. Like so it's so pleasing to just like let something silly like that out. And you got so many good stories out of everybody. Tell us more about what books we should be buying and how to reach how to reach you or any other celebrity. But
well, I'm Heather of Love on Instagram, and basically you could buy all my books from my link tree. I've got a few books. Most of them are about celebrities being in love with me. So if you're into that,
all right,
but I have that.
awesome. Okay, put your info and our info right here. And as a reminder, we do these PDFs. So if you want to see your story in the PDF, we'll make that Sunday night. So get it. Oh wait, that last week. Anyway, Heather of Love is there. I broke it. The second link is broken. Don't click that second link. Let's click it. Let's get it right. Sorry. There we go. And the PDF is in there too. All right. I'm going to ask everybody on Heather. This is so fun. And it's just so great having you just give this lighthearted, but also maybe something deep in there, like who we get crushed out on and why we get so fascinated. And I don't know, there's something really great there. So, all right, I'm going to ask everybody to unmute, please. Oh, wait. There we go. Ask all to unmute. Let's give Heather a round of applause. Go buy Heather's book. Thank you, everybody. You can unmute and say goodnight. I think you can.
Heather.
Thank you, Heather.
Thank you,
Heather.
Heather.
Thank you, Tina.
Thank you.
So I'll see you all at the Taylor Swift concert. All right.
Funny.
Bye, everybody. Have a great night.
Bye.
Bye, guys. Thank you.
Bye.